Hello everyone, my name is Harjot and today I am very excited to talk about the problem solving and creativity. As we all know, problem solving and creativity are two essential skills that helps us to navigate challenge and coming up with innovative solution. So in this presentation, we will explore how problem solving and creativity work together and how you can enhance both in your personal and professional life. So, first, what is the problem solving and what is creativity? Problem solving is the process of identifying, analyzing, and finding solutions to obstacle or challenge. It is essential in both personal and professional content. As in our life, we face a lot of difficulties in our life, and we always find the best solution to come out of the problems that we face. And we always identifying what is the problem, analyzing where it come from, why it come from, and finding solutions so that we can overcome the problem and always find the best solutions. So, next is the creativity. Creativity is the ability to think outside the box, generate new ideas, and look at problem from unique perspective. So, creativity is one type of the skill that we have. Like some problems are differently solved by the people, so they always think differently, like out of the box, and generate new and different ideas to solve their problems in their life. So they always think unique. So this is the creativity, to think unique and out of the box, generate new and new ideas to overcome the problems. Next is why problem solving and creativity matter. So if I talk about the problem solving, it always critical for growth. Like it helps overcome obstacle and enable process. We always find the best solution to solve the problem, that always helps us to critical for growth. It always like make the mindset better. So problem solving is the crucial for growth. Second, enhanced decision making. Effective problem solving lead to better and faster decision. Sometimes we face a lot of problems in our life and we do not want to share these problems with others. So at that time, like we solve the problem by ourselves. So that time it enhance our decision making. Like from the always next time we do not share the problem and we find the best solution by ourselves and make our decisions strong and better. Next is promote efficiency, like it saves time and a resource by finding optical solution. So next is in creativity, it helps to fuel innovation, like creativity leads to new ideas and breakthroughs. It always like in some problems we always think differently, like we always generate new ideas. If I talk about any company, like if a company face a problem in the sales, like their sales become low day by day, so if the employees think differently and they find the best solution, so they can solve the problem by the creativity. Like they offer some off to the customer, so they interact the customer, so they always think differently to find the solutions. Next, encourage flexibility, allow to adopt challenge circumstances. So it always helps to adapt changing, like sometimes we face a lot of difficulties and that almost change our life. So by think differently and think in a creative way, it encourages flexibility, like allows to adapt the changing circumstances. Like we always face a different type of situations, and by think differently we enhance our encourage flexibilities. Next, improve engagement. So creative solution offer generate excitement and interest. So like if we have a creativity and we always think differently, solve the problem, so it is always like some excitement in ourselves, because we are very excited to solve the problem in a different way, and always excited for the results. Next, the relationship between problem solving and creativity. Creativity drive problem solving. Creative thinking help uncover novel solutions that might not be obvious at first. So like if we want to solve the problem with the help of creativity, and we do not know about the result, is it work or not, so creative thinking help uncover novel solutions that might not be obvious at first time, but it helps to solve the problem. So from the next time we maybe think better and differently, we find the more creative solutions to solve the problem. Next, problem solving requires creativity. So creativity and problem solving both depends on each other. Sometimes the answer to the problem is not be straightforward and require a creative insight to resolve. So if I talk about any company, a company facing a sales stumps, again this is the example, like a company facing a sales stumps use creative marketing strategies to address customer needs in a new way, solving the problems of low engagement. So like most of the time creativity is matter in the companies, so we can attract the customer to increase our sales, our productivity, so we can think differently to solve the problems. Next, steps in problem solving. So we always face a lot of problems, and we almost every people solve the problem in a different way. Almost every people solve the problem by their own ways. So steps in problem solving: first is identifying the problem, second gather the information, identify where the problem come from, why the problem come from, and generate possible solutions. We also need to generate possible solutions, how we can solve this problem, how can we find the solution, evaluate and choose a solution. So if we have a two or three options, so which one is best for us to evaluate, and we should apply on the problem so that we can find the best solution. Next, implement the solution, and last one is review and learn. This is the important one, so we need to review, like again if we face a same problem, so we can find the solution quickly and learn how we can like face a problem in a different way. Next one is creative techniques for problem solving. So creative technique of problem solving: first is mind mapping. Create a visual representation of ideas and their connections to see solutions from different angles. Review thinking. So reverse thinking: approach the problem by considering the opposite of the usual solution, challenging and existing assumptions. Next one is lateral thinking. Look at the problem from an indirect and unconventional angle. So these are the techniques for creativity to solve the problem. Next one is barrier to creativity and problem solving. So these are the barriers. First is fear of failure. This is one of the like biggest barrier to creativity and problem solving, fear of failure. Like we always have one fear in our life, that is the failure. So the fear of being wrong can stifle creative thinking. Next one is limited perspective, sticking to familiar solutions without considering new methods. So like sometimes we always have the limited solutions of the problem, we do not find the different ways to solve the problem. This is also one of the biggest barrier. Next one is time pressure. Rushed decision can lead to less effective problem solving. Last one is lack of collaboration. So working in isolation can limit the flow of creative ideas and solutions. So these are the barriers of both creative and problem solving. So how can we overcome these barriers? Encourage a growth mindset. So first we should need to accept that failure is the part of learning progress and a change of improvement. So accept the failure in every field of the life, in study, in your personal and in your professional life. Next one is foster collaboration. So work with others to bring in diverse ideas and approaches. Next, create a safe space for creativity. Allow room for trial and error without fear of judgment. Next, take break. Step away from the problem for a fresh perspective. So these are the overcoming barrier. How can like we overcome our barrier in both problem solving and creativity? Next tip for enhancing problem solving and creativity. Embrace curiosity. Always ask questions and look for the new ways to approach challenge. First, always ask the question for yourself. This is one of the biggest thing that enhance our self confidence. Like always ask questions on your daily basis to yourself. Why this is happening with me, how can I solve by myself? So this is the biggest enhancing problem solving and creativity tip. Next is experiment often. Try different solutions and test them to see what works or not. Next, collaborate. Work with diverse team to gain different perspective. So if we are working in the team, so they almost every people think differently, so they give you the different solutions. So working in a team also one tip of enhancing problem solving and creativity. Next, practice mindfulness. Clear your mind to make space for creative thinking. Next, stay persistent. Do not give up on finding solution. Often the best answers come after trying several approach. So stay persistent is also one of the best tip. Do not get up on finding solution. Always think differently so that you can find the best solution for your problems and stay positive. So in my last slide, I get the conclusion over problem solving and creativity. Like problem solving and creativity go together, like they always go hand in hand. One cannot thrive without the other. So if we want to solve the problem, sometimes we need to think differently. If we need like to think differently, we always find the different solutions to solve the problem. So they both are depend on each other, problem solving and creative. Using structured method can lead to more effective solution, but creativity can unlock new possibilities. Do not be afraid of mistakes. Last one, always do not afraid of the mistake because they are the part of learning and growth process. So do not afraid of any mistake in your life, because life gives you a different ways and always gives you a different times, so do not afraid. Thank you. This is my presentation of problem solving and creative thinking. Thanks.